Today in this class, I will discuss all the 3, 4 and 5 marks textual question and answer from the poem Strange Meeting. This is a chapter included in the syllabus for HS second year alternative English. Okay. In the previous class, I have already discussed all the 1 and 2 mark textual question and answer of this poem. You can watch the class from the link given in description section. Please note, I will provide the link to download these notes in PDF format in the description section. So you can download those notes and you can prepare your own for your upcoming examination. Okay. Before we proceed to the video, I want you to write your village or city's name from where you are watching this video so that I can take up your name in the next video. No, many of you don't comment. Please kindly comment so that I can take up your name, okay, in the next video. Okay. Let us see our first question for today. What is the significance of the title Strange Meeting? Answer will be the title Strange Meeting describes the meeting between two soldiers who were once enemies on the battlefield. The meeting is described as strange because it happens in the eternity, which is beyond limits and hatred. It points the irony and futility of war, where soldiers who were placed against each other find the common place and same thought. Thus, the title of the poem, Strange Meeting, is truly significant one. Next question. Write a brief note on Wilfred Owen's representation of the underworld to explore the horrors of war in Strange Meeting. Answer will be the underworld symbolizes the psychological and emotional aftermath of battle, where soldiers are caught in a never ending condition of injury and regret. In Strange Meeting, Wilfred Owen represents the underworld as a dark, desolate place that serves as a metaphor for the horrors of war. The profound dull tunnel and the soldier's description of it as a shallow hole or hell portrays the somberness and gloom coming from the brutality and enduring of war. Here is your next question. What is the significance of last two lines of Strange Meeting? Answer will be the significance of last two lines in Strange Meeting lies in their investigation of rest, peace, and escape from the suffering of war. The line, I perished, but my hands were loath and cold, tells that regardless of the soldier's attempts to defend himself, he was reluctant and incapable to hurt the other soldier. The final line, let us sleep now, or the last line, let us sleep now, can be explained as a desire for peace, reconciliation, and release from the torments of war. It mirrors a longing for rest and despite from the pain experienced in battlefield. Here is our next question for today. How does Strange Meeting challenge the traditional view of as noble and heroic? Answer will be the poem Strange Meeting challenges the traditional view of war as novel and heroic by uncovering the genuine horrors and result of war. Owen's depiction of soldiers as victims rather than heroes features the pointlessness and misuse of human life in war. The poem underlines the psychological and emotional toll war takes on people, undermining the romanticized thoughts of boldness and honor related with war. Through the meeting of the poem of soldiers, the poem passes on a message of empathy, solidarity, and common suffering of mankind, eventually challenging the glorification of war, and advocating for peace. Let us see our next question for today. Bring out the central idea of the poem Strange Meeting. Answer will be: the central idea of Strange Meeting is to portray the devastating psychological and emotional effect of war and to feature the pointlessness and foolishness of conflict. It will be the okay. Add T here. Then through the meeting between two dead soldiers who fought against one another in the battlefield, the poem investigates the common mankind and the common encounters of soldiers from opposite sides. The meeting in the eternity permits them to rise above the obstructions and created by war and ponder the grievous outcomes of their activities. The poem recommends that war isolates people and countries, prompting a cycle of violence and destruction. The soldiers' acknowledgement that they were the two victims of the war stresses the point that war is eventually vain and the division and hostility it makes are critical. They express a craving for peace and reconciliation, recognizing that the pursuit of war just prompt suffering and loss. Let us see our next question. How does the poet portray the hopelessness of war in Strange Meeting? Illustrate your answer. Answer will be: in the above lines, the speaker reflects on the opportunities that are lost and unfulfilled, dreams that war has looted from them. The phrase, whatever hope is yours, proposes that any hopes and aspirations the soldiers had before the war are now insignificant and unreachable. The line, I went hunting wild after the wildest beauty in the world, expresses a want for the vibrant and fulfilling life, a quest for something remarkable and sensational. However, war has denied them of these potential outcomes, leaving them just distress and depression. By comparing the idea of hunting for beauty with the real factors of war, the poet features the unmistakable difference between the human longing for a significant and blissful present and the cruel truth of war. The poem conveys a feeling of significant misfortune as the soldiers' lives have been eclipsed by the viciousness and obliteration of war, smothering their expectation and desires. This depiction stresses the sadness and heartbreaking outcomes of war, illustrating the central theme of the poem. Okay, that is it for today. I will be meeting you in the next video.